Welcome back now. Your top story and a Fox News alert. A brand new threat to America by a deadly terror group. Al-Shabaab releasing a video calling for an attack on the largest mall in America, the Mall of America near Minneapolis. So how concerned should we be about this threat to the homeland? Joining us now is former Pentagon spokesperson and retired U.S. Navy Commander J.D. Gordon. J.D., nice to see you this morning.
Thanks, Clayton.
We're going to talk about ISIS in a moment, but first your reaction this morning to this latest threat from Al-Shabaab.
Well, it's not surprising. We have a lot of radical elements in Minnesota right now, so we have to pay a lot of attention to it, and I fear for the Mall of America. So we really got to take a look at this.
I mean, Mall of America says they're watching this closely. Of course, the threats there, images appearing on this video. Are we watching these guys?
Yes, we are, but you can't necessarily catch everybody. We have to be right every single time. The terrorists have to be right once.
Okay, let's talk about the strategy right now against ISIS in Iraq. Let's put up this first map of Iraq and Syria. You're going to walk us through exactly how this unfolds and what problems the Obama administration is now facing. What are we seeing here?
Well, you know, since the bombing campaign started in August, ISIS had about a third of Iraq and a third of Syria. Well, they still have that today. So Team Obama's strategy is not getting the job done. For each day that ISIS lives, we're at risk for another 9/11.
So we see Kobani up here. Of course, it took us 100 days to win back Kobani, but that was an area way out there. Not a lot of civilian targets to really worry about. How does Mosul differ from what we saw in Kobani?
Well, Kobani is very small compared to Mosul. Mosul's over 1 million people, and right now there are about 2,000 ISIS fighters that are occupying the city. So Iraq is going to plan this major assault in April or May with about 25,000 troops. Unfortunately, we shouldn't have telegraphed that because now ISIS has more time to prepare defensive positions and IEDs around the whole city.
So Senator John McCain sent a letter to the White House saying, never in my history of looking at our strategy in warfare have we ever telegraphed our position this way. The White House, though, spokespersons from the Pentagon saying, look, we did this in a way to maybe see if ISIS fighters would melt away, that they would be scared that we're coming, maybe they'll melt away. Do you buy that?
Not really. I mean, it's a gamble for sure because the Pentagon wants to try to win the battle without fighting. However, these ISIS guys are very radical. I think they're going to go down swinging. Look, these guys want martyrdom. So I think ISIS will double down, and I don't think it's a good strategy.
Mosul Dam and the city here, how important is the dam to the city?
Well, the dam is very important because right now the Kurds have taken it back from ISIS. However, if ISIS is able to take that back and destroy the dam, that could actually destroy Mosul. It could flood it and wipe out the city. So we really have to be careful about keeping that dam.
Let's talk about the broader strategy, Libya and the Mediterranean. What are we looking at on this map?
Well, we're looking at Derna and Benghazi. Derna is the place where Egyptian aircraft struck in retaliation for the beheading of those 21 Coptic Christians. And also Sigonella, Sicily. You know, Italy has been asking for NATO help to go in and launch bombing raids. Well, Italy's only a few hundred miles from Libya. The Italians could launch their Tornado aircraft from Sigonella, Sicily.
Only 300 miles from there to there. Fascinating. J.D. Gordon, great to see you this morning. Thanks for breaking that down for us. It's really fascinating. Thanks,
Thanks, Clayton.
Coming up.